Alrighty, so in this lesson, we're going to keep going with our new chords. So we're going to start with the C chord, which you already know how to play. And just to review, third finger, third fret on the A string, middle finger, second fret on the D string, pointer finger, first fret of the B string. So we're going to start with our C chord, and then we're going to introduce the D chord. Now, basically, if you remove your first finger and you bring these two down like this, it's kind of the same shape, like that, and then the pointer finger comes over. Now, you can try that, but I find that for most people, it's actually a little too confusing. So it's actually usually just easier to just kind of do one finger at a time and walk through it. So if you start with your C chord, we'll basically just relax our hand and then focus on our middle finger and bring it to fret 2 on the first string. Then we'll take finger 3 and get it on fret 3 of the the B string. And then our pointer finger goes to the second fret on the third string. And that'll give us our D. Now, when you go to strum your D chord, you definitely want to avoid this string. It's okay if you hit the A string. And of course, you can hit all of these. Typically, most people are going to play that fourth string down. Again, it's okay with the fifth string, but the E string will sound a little funny if you do that one. So you can either just be careful with your strumming, or you can kind of cheat and kind of hook your thumb on the sixth string here, so that way it doesn't come out. Either one is fine. But basically, we just want to practice that movement a few times where we have the C, relax our hand, middle finger comes down in the first string, get the third finger in there, and the pointer. That's going to be the movement we're going to go for. So once again, relax, middle finger to the first string, third finger, pointer finger. It's probably your best bet when you first learn. Eventually, you'll get so fast you don't even have to think about it. And we'll do our typical strumming. So 2, 3, 1. Alrighty, and then we're going to add in our G chord. So from D, here's how we'll do G. So we'll relax, take your third finger up to the first string, third fret as well. So it's not really changing frets at least. Then we'll do our pointer finger actually, and we'll go to fret 2 here on the A string. Now this is probably one of the biggest stretches we've done so far. So this may take some getting used to. You may want to just do these two fingers for a little bit to get used to this stretch that's occurring. Then with my free middle finger, we're going to grab fret 3 on the low E. You may even find it useful to just practice like this stretch a little bit, just to get kind of used to it. Now, if that's too much of a stretch, you may want to try a capo. If you know, it clamps onto the guitar. If you've never seen one of these. And just to show you real quick, just as an example, we could go higher, but I'm going to do the third fret just as an example. Now, when I put the capo, this isn't quite perfect, but basically I'm trying to get it to this metal piece without touching it. So if I do that, then this is where I would play my G. So basically, this would become my new first fret. And you're going to find the G will be so much easier to stretch and everything. Now, that's only if you're really having trouble. You might not even have a problem with it. And we could go even higher, you know, if you're really struggling with it. But just be aware, and you could do that with any of your chords. If you're having trouble with any of your chords, try a capo. And then bring your hand back to the original position. You'll find that you'll have a much easier time. Okay, with that all being said, let's practice our D to our G. Go as slow as you need to. Now, G, D, and C, that's a super, super common chord progression. C, D, G, whatever. Those three chords, you're going to see them a lot, like a lot. So you just play around with like different orders, and you'll see like it really starts to sound like a lot of music you've heard before, just like... stuff like that. You know, heard many songs, I guarantee, that use those 3 chords. So really have fun with those. And God bless.